Friends, right now the most intense battle is happening between Hezbollah and Israel in Lebanon. Israel is waging a war on two fronts. Israel is facing a tough fight on the ground there. Despite so many days of bombings, explosions, and attacks, Israel's forces seem helpless in front of Hezbollah. Israeli forces have entered Lebanon. They are conducting house-to-house searches in Hezbollah's stronghold in the southern Lebanon region, but nothing substantial has been found so far. Israel has put in its full strength, but Hezbollah fighters are holding their ground, and an intense firefight is ongoing. The entire city of Beirut is shaking from the sounds of explosions. Israel is also sending its reserve forces into Lebanon because it knows that while Iran is far away, Hezbollah is right at its doorstep. That poses a major threat to Israel. In fact, it usually takes about 9 to 12 minutes for a missile to travel from Iran to Israel. 12 minutes is not a very long time, but it is enough for a multi-layered air defense system to attempt to intercept the missile at several points, especially when the entire region is already on alert. So, if Iran's missiles travel via Iraq and Syria, American radars in both these countries track them. Their air defense systems become active, and if the missiles manage to evade Israel's multi-layered defense system in the end, only then do they hit their targets in Israel. If Iranian missiles travel via Jordan, they first have to pass through the air defense systems present in the Gulf countries. Then, after passing through Jordan and Israel's multi-layer air defense system, only then can they hit their targets. Throughout all this, American warships stationed at various points in the sea are also equipped with air defense systems, providing cover to Israel. But despite all this, Iran is still able to hit targets in Israel. Now imagine, if rockets are fired from near the Israel-Lebanon border, people in Israel get only 15 seconds of alarm time, and this is Hezbollah's greatest strength. Israel has time to deal with Iran, but Hezbollah's missiles reach Israel almost instantly, leaving very little time to intercept them and save people. That's why Hezbollah becomes an even greater threat to Israel than Iran. In this war, we are seeing that many countries' air defense systems are trying to intercept Iran's missiles and drones. But this doesn't mean that every Iranian missile is intercepted along the way. The real point is that because of the distance, a kind of intercept corridor is created, meaning attempts can be made to stop them at different points along the way. But in the case of Hezbollah, Israel does not get this advantage. Their rockets and drones are launched from very close by. If missiles are fired from there, people have only a few seconds to run to shelter. So Hezbollah's greatest strength is its proximity. It turns time itself into a weapon. That's why Iran deliberately created Hezbollah a long time ago, which America and Western countries call a terrorist group. So Iran considers Hezbollah a part of its axis of resistance. Israel's situation gets even worse when Hezbollah fires a large number of missiles at once, meaning fire so many missiles at once that the air defense system doesn't have enough missiles to intercept them all. However, Israel has a multi-layer missile defense system. It includes Arrow interceptors for long-range threats, David's Sling for mid-range, and the Iron Dome system for short-range defense. In addition to this, some American systems like THAAD also provide support, and fighter jets and helicopters can also be involved in interception. With so many layers, it's not easy for anyone, not even Iran, to carry out an attack there. But the truth is, if too many missiles and rockets come at once, the game changes entirely. According to several reports, before the 2024 war, Hezbollah didn't just have hundreds or thousands, but actually had missiles numbering in the millions. It had around 150,000 to 200,000 rockets and missiles. However, since 2024, Hezbollah has launched quite a few missiles, and Israel has also destroyed many of their missile stockpiles. But there are reports that Hezbollah still has a considerable stockpile hidden away. And we all know that no matter how strong an air defense system is, it's never perfect, and we're witnessing that in this war. In fact, Hezbollah was born during the wars in Lebanon and the period of Israeli military intervention. In 1982, when Israel attacked Lebanon, Hezbollah was formed during that period with support from Iran. That is, it was created as a force to fight against occupation, specifically to fight Israel. Then, in the year 2000, Israel withdrew its troops from southern Lebanon. But for Lebanon, and especially for Hezbollah, this became a major victory. They presented it in such a way that, because of their struggle, a powerful army was forced to retreat. Then the war of 2006 further strengthened this narrative. In this battle, which lasted for about 34 days, the Israeli army and Hezbollah faced each other directly. In the end, the fighting stopped at the UN's request, but Hezbollah once again portrayed it as their victory because they had forced the Israeli army to withdraw completely. If we look at the pattern of the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, we see that whenever Israeli forces enter Lebanon or carry out large-scale bombings, Hezbollah becomes stronger instead of weaker. It presents itself as the protector of Lebanon, which earns it a lot of local support. It openly declares that they are fighting against Israeli occupation, and now, in this war, Israel is repeating the same mistake. Israel is bombing areas dominated by Hezbollah. Its troops are entering the area, and many innocent people are getting caught in the crossfire. Israel has ordered people to evacuate their homes in several areas of southern Lebanon, and its troops have entered some cities. Meanwhile, Hezbollah's leader has called these actions attacks and has vowed to continue the resistance. Now, even though Israel may see all this as being done for its own safety, it is almost certain that Hezbollah will benefit from it inside Lebanon, especially those people who have already been forced to leave their homes because of the war and are angry. In a report from March 2026, the voices of many such people came forward asking who will protect them if an attack happens. This is exactly the kind of environment where groups like Hezbollah often try to strengthen their influence once again. There is another important point to keep in mind here. Hezbollah is not just a fighting force. It also has a large network dedicated to social work. Several reports indicate that it runs systems for schools, health services, and helping people as well. In such situations, when homes are destroyed and people's livelihoods are lost, the power that can provide shelter, money, or such facilities to people is the one they will support, even if people are angry about the war. So the point is that such attacks actually strengthen Hezbollah's local support base significantly. Although the Lebanese government has banned Hezbollah's military activities, and it is possible that an Israeli military operation could destroy Hezbollah's weapons and many of its bases. But if, during that time, the recruitment of troubled people increases, Israel's move could backfire. That is why at present dealing with Hezbollah is considered very difficult for Israel. Many people say that Hezbollah has become weak or is on the verge of collapse, but the situation on the ground shows that the picture is not that simple. The real question is how many fighters it has, how many weapons it possesses, and whether it still has the strength to continue fighting. So let's first talk about its leadership. After 2024, there was a major change within Hezbollah when Chief Hassan Nasrallah was killed in an Israeli airstrike. After that, Hezbollah appointed Naim Qassem as its chief. Usually, when a major leader of such a group is killed, it is believed that the group will become weaker and its command structure will break down. But reports up to 2026 show a different picture. According to several reports, Hezbollah managed to restore its command system within just a few months and has built up enough stock to be ready to enter a large-scale war again. Iran is helping it in this. It is estimated that Iran is giving it around $50 million a month, a large portion of which is being spent on fighters' salaries and on increasing and manufacturing the supply of drones and rockets. And this is not something new either. Even in 2022, Hezbollah's leader Nasrallah had said that they have the capability to convert thousands of rockets into precision missiles right inside Lebanon, and they have been making drones even before that. This means that Hezbollah is not just dependent on Iranian supplies, but now it can also manufacture weapons on its own. This very month, reports have come out that Hezbollah may have already built 101 types of drones and is redeploying its fighters in southern Lebanon. This also means that Hezbollah does not want to remain limited to just firing rockets from a distance, but appears ready for ground combat as well. Just a few days after this war began, on March 2nd, we saw that Hezbollah had launched nearly 60 drones and rockets. The next day, there were almost as many attacks, but on March 4th, there were more than twice as many attacks. This suggests that they may still have large stockpiles available. On the other hand, Israeli attacks are also increasing. Israel has carried out several airstrikes inside the city of Beirut. They have dropped bombs on Hezbollah's positions. Israel claims that it has killed more than 200 Hezbollah fighters, but Hezbollah has not commented on this yet. A Lebanese source had said that Hezbollah may still have around 95,000 fighters left. Meanwhile, some people say that the actual number is only between 40,000 to 50,000, but even that is not a small number. And when it comes to weapons, it is still being said that Hezbollah may have around 130,000 rockets. However, some sources also say that Israel has destroyed most of the weapons, but even those people agree that Hezbollah still has at least 25,000 missiles, some of which have a range of more than 200 kilometers. This means that Hezbollah can still keep Israel entangled for months, even years. And its real strength is not its missiles, but its anti-tank missiles. In battles near the border, these are considered extremely dangerous weapons. Reports have stated that in March 2026, Israeli soldiers were injured due to anti-tank fire. Experts say that Hezbollah could have thousands of different types of anti-tank missiles. Apart from this, they also have drones. So overall, the picture is that even though Hezbollah has suffered losses in previous attacks, it still possesses many types of deadly weapons. And because it is located right next to Israel's border, it is even more dangerous. Now, one last thing is also important to understand. All this evidence does not mean that Iran is not a threat to Israel. Iran's missile capability is very significant, and it has shown multiple times that it can launch missile attacks in large numbers. At the same time, Iran continues to support its resistance network throughout the region, and it also finds ways to supply weapons to Hezbollah, which is a warning sign for Israel. So what this means is that Hezbollah remains a daily threat to Israel. That's why Israel is putting all its efforts into attacking there. But when it carries out attacks, people suffer, and then Hezbollah gains strength. This has become a kind of pattern. The world should understand that you cannot achieve peace through the power of the gun. But there are some people who simply refuse to change. If you let others live, only then will you be allowed to live. Otherwise, keep fighting. What do you think, friends? Will Hezbollah make a strong comeback? Let me know in the comments.